right, folks, good morning. It's time to talk antiques once again, and as we said last week, our fearless leader has departed from us for a political run.
Yeah.
If I was running for anything, it'd be the border. I wouldn't want to be
Yeah, would you be like making a run for the border for Taco Bell?
Taco Bell. There you go.
Yeah. As you talking about this morning, this cold morning.
It is a
I'll
cold
tell you
morning.
what, people don't realize, but it's changed.
And fast. I got used to getting up and it being warm, walking out in my shorts, and I got up this morning and I was going to take hot dog out, and I had on my shorts and my little sleeveless, shirt, and I walked out there and froze. I had to do it, but I froze.
It's cold.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
All right, boys, what are we going to do today?
We are going to talk about first edition books. Everybody's got books, surely, in their house and in their homes. And a lot of times we don't know what we've got. A lot of these old books bring good money. We're going to talk about some first editions and some limited editions. And we're going to talk about some proofs. They're harder to come by because a lot of those haven't even been corrected yet. And if we have time, we've got another topic we may talk about.
Okay. Let's say my experience with a proof is a friend of mine when I was in Nashville wrote a book. Stacey Dean Campbell. He wrote a book, and he gave copies to everybody who worked at the publishing studio and asked us if we would read it and circle where we found errors, whether it's punctuation or grammatical or just where we thought something was really weird. He was like, can't rewrite my story, but if there's something wrong,
that's why they call it a proof.
Right. So everybody got a copy of it, and everybody highlighted anything they found wrong or stuff like that. So
yeah.
And then we gave it to him, and I thought, gosh, man,
you should have kept that.
I should have kept that. I should have asked for it back. It's not like he
needed it or
did
anything,
with
but
them, I'm sure,
those are hard to come. You don't see many of them.
I didn't think about it. So it was a book called Cottonwood Tree, and it was kind of like To Kill a Mockingbird. Really good story.
Oh wow!
And we recorded a soundtrack to go with it because him being a musician, Stacey Dean Campbell. So if you bought the book, there was a CD on the back of it where it was songs based around the music.
That would have been great to have.
It was really cool.
You'll call him up and see if you can get that book back. He might have.
It's been a couple of years. He's probably.
Right? Have you got a copy of your dad's a proof of your dad's book?
I have. In fact, my little granddaughter was at school yesterday, and they were talking about the internet, and she said, my papa's on the internet all the time. So they went to it, and she said they were really amazed. I said, what, did you get any offers for an autograph or anything? So she loved it.
And your dad is all over YouTube. I watch him on YouTube all the time.
Yeah, bless his heart. He lived a long, wonderful life.
Yeah. We were talking right before the show. Ray got some copies of a video that they shot of his dad's funeral, and I watched it, and whoever edited it done a real good job. They made it like a little TV
fabulous,
show.
And it was just not, you weren't at a funeral, you was at a celebration of his life. It was unreal.
It was just what they said it was.
And them fellas that stood out there in that cold weather, the Earls of Leicester, I don't see how they done it.
And,
I had a blanket in front of my face, and I was freezing to death.
Yeah, well, they were
bluegrass
moving
people are
around.
special people.
They hard-nosed, aren't they?
They're
they're good people.
Yeah, that's what they're good people. So that
I'll tell you,
helps
they
a
don't
lot.
get no better than Jerry Douglas and
yeah.
that bunch. They are just fabulous.
And boy, they were good.
And they can play any kind of music. That's what amazes me.
I love it. It was just for them to be sitting there playing, excuse me, at a funeral, they sounded just like it had been. They had rehearsed, and it was a show. They were just great.
I told them
Everybody
I went
to
they played the Hall of Fame up there, and they were recording a live album. And when they got done, I just could not believe that fellow. I can't think of his name right now. He sounds so much like my dad. It was scary.
Oh yeah.
And my dad is hard to follow because man, he was in the high of the pine
tenor.
trees. He was unreal.
That's what he was known for.
Yeah.
Was everybody wanted him to sing tenor for him. But anyway, back to the first edition books. Do you want to give us a little information on
sure.
that, and then
So
we'll look up some?
First, we kind of cover exactly what we're talking about because you never know. A first edition is the first printing of a book. It's true that a first edition may have one or more printings, and that a second edition will normally be noted only if there are actual changes, usually major, in the text. But for a collector, a first printing is the only true first edition. I didn't realize that there was more than one printing of a first edition.
Well, when they sell out, they got to print again. you
Yeah,
know?
so within the first printing, there can be differences that make the earlier books in the printing more valuable than the later books in the same printing. These differences are identified by points. If it's difficult to explain book collecting in general, the reason for collecting first editions is even more difficult to explain to those who are not afflicted with the mania. Bob Wilson in the book Modern Book Collecting deals with the question when he comments on the book collecting in general. A great many people have a great number A great number of people over a great number of decades have written pamphlets, whole books, even to justify collecting of books. This seems to me to be an unnecessary exercise. If you're predisposed to collect books, you don't need any post de facto justification. On the other hand, if you're not convinced before you start, the chances are that no argument is ever going to win. So, now believe that a more logical reason book collecting than this, Wilson's first argument is not without merit. At any rate, for a collector, the first edition, first printing is the most desirable. It's the edition the author actually saw through production and the closest in time to his writing, and therefore the edition most likely to represent the author's intent. This may seem like a minor point, but one has only to read Ray Bradbury's afterword to a later edition of his book Fahrenheit 451 to become aware of what can happen in later printings.
I read Fahrenheit 451.
Oh, yeah.
That was required in school.
So in an afterwards, he wrote, it's kind of a summary, 6 weeks ago I discovered that over the years some chubby hole editors at Ballantine Books, fearful of contaminating the youth, had bit by bit censored some 75 separate sections from the novel. All you umpires, back to the bleachers. Referees hit the shower. It's my game. I pitch, I hit, I catch, I run the bases. So that was Ray Bradbury's
Sound like he was
afterward.
serious about it.
So he didn't like that people had changed his book. So if you want the original edition, the first edition, nobody's poked around with, and the authors actually approved it.
That's what
I could see that.
yeah.
After you worked hard getting it together, and then they go up there and change it to fit their way of thinking, that changes the whole outlook.
Yeah,
Right. When they proof them, or the editors,
Right.
they may make changes, but I like to, what the author.
Where he was coming from about the whole idea of the
But
book.
now, sometimes the authors make changes themselves in later
that is
editions.
true. Yeah.
And now
heard
those
of
would
that.
be desirable to me. If you'd have some way, to know that.
Yeah. Also, next would come limited editions. Limited edition comes in various forms. It could be a new book is usually a limited edition new book is usually signed, numbered, and in a slipcase, and costs 3 to 5 times the cost of regular first edition, which is referred to as the trade or first trade edition. The first printing of the trade edition is still considered the first edition, so the collector must decide if both the limited signed and the first trade issue are required, or if only one is necessary. So the limited edition would come out before the first edition. So,
Yeah.
or it could be just a small run of something where you don't
Yeah,
have.
sometimes they say the runs were as small as 100.
Yeah. Let's see. And a proof or advance copy, and prior to the trade edition and the limited edition, if one is published, a book will take different forms. The most common forms that become available on the first edition market are galley proofs, with uncorrected proofs, advanced reading copies, and the normal trade edition with evidence that the particular book has been sent out in advance. The latter would usually contain a slip of paper or letter from the publisher stating that the copy is sent for advance review, or perhaps a publication date stamped on one of the preliminary pages. A first edition collector is always anxious to obtain the first issue within the first printing. Therefore, it should come as no surprise that proofs or advance review copies of the first printing are also collected and bring a premium.
Those would be desirable to me.
There you go. Okay. Well,
So with that in mind, now,
we'll take us a break here, and then we'll come back with some first edition
all right.
money.
When I was growing up in Coffee County, I saw firsthand the need for good paying jobs. When I was county mayor, working with other dedicated Coffee Countyans, we recruited $240.6 million in industry investment in Coffee County. 2,968 new good paying jobs to Coffee County. I'm David Pennington, candidate for Coffee County Mayor, and I ask you to join me and help make Coffee County an even better place to live and work.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in, get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking.
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
We would like to thank Dr. David Florence for supporting Let's Talk Antiques. See Dr. Florence at 804 Kalon Street in Manchester for all of your medical needs. Call 728-5522 for your appointment today. Most insurances accepted.
Kay and Greg Gillum have added another touch of excellence to their furniture business. Now a newly stocked 20,000 square foot Badcock Home Furniture and More location in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Locally owned and operated and offering the same friendly professional service with the best prices on name brand products like their sister store in Winchester, Tennessee has for years. Visit the new Tullahoma location and shop name brand bedroom suits, electronic department with computers, tablets, 4K televisions, and accessories. A large complete appliance center to fit the style of any household. Beautiful selection of rugs that complement any person's taste. A variety of living room combinations all in one large showroom. That's right, Badcock Home Furniture and More has added a new location. 373 West Lincoln Street, Tullahoma, Tennessee. Offering special prices year-round. Financing is always available. Speedy delivery to your home or office. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, noon till 5 p.m. Call 931-222-4353.
All right, folks, we're back with Let's Talk Antiques.
Ha.
And we are talking about
Books.
Some kind of books.
first
A whole
edition.
lot of some kind.
We're going to talk about first editions and limited editions and proofs. And speaking of first editions, we've got some prices on some first editions off of eBay for you.
I've got a 1611 first edition of the King James Bible, which is the highest price thing on here. And it went for $49,000 was the buy it now price on that.
With free shipping.
Oh yeah, free shipping. There you go.
Yeah, 1611. Now that is an
That's
old
amazing,
book.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Did it survive that long?
The NEWE Testament is so that's pretty impressive. Yeah, I'd say you probably don't see those going all the time on eBay.
Yeah, it says it's the New Testament title is pristine, and the 1613 general title is also in good shape, and it had a minor stain that it had to repair. It had 732 folios, and it was lacking the map and the first leaf of dedication.
Huh. All right, well, we've got a caller on the line.
All right.
Caller?
Hey, good
Yeah,
good
you're
morning.
on.
Good morning.
Morning.
Turn your radio down, dear.
Hey, just a minute.
Got a little feedback.
All right, while she's turning that radio down, I want to remind you you're tuned in to Let's Talk Antiques on your hometown station, Thunder Radio. How about now? How about now?
Hey, I got you.
Okay.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yes.
Hey, I don't know if you know who this is or not. but
I-
you can
I
call
do-
me after
I do
work.
know who this
I mean,
is.
after the show. Mama's got this set of children's books. They're called Over the Hills. They were published. They got publisher 1958 to 1960. They're children's books.
Mm-hmm.
The author it's edited by Oliver Beaupre Miller.
Okay, for everybody listening out there,
Publisher,
this is my mother calling.
The Book House for Children,
Mama checking up on you.
Yeah, she's checking up on us.
Lake Bluff, Illinois.
Yeah, Philip's
And
looking that up for
they're-
I don't see
They're
any.
older than you.
you. Yeah, we can't find anything where Philip is looking.
Well, you have Philip to look
Okay.
and see what the whole set is, and you can tell me after the show.
I may just come by and tell you after the show.
Okay.
Well, you know which ones they are.
Yes.
They were read to you all your life.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
there's no need in having them if they're not worth nothing.
Well, sentimental value.
Yeah,
sentimental value.
y'all have a good show.
Hey,
now.
Tell that nephew of mine, his big old sign is flying high.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
How much did he pay you to say that?
She's already hung up.
Okay. That's what they're, not to say that they're not worth something, but they're just not being sold right now on eBay.
Yeah, they haven't sold any on there probably.
So.
But anyway.
Okay, so after our King James Bible there, the second highest price thing is a Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone hardcover first edition and first printing, it says. And they were asking $60,000 and took a best offer. Next is a rare complete set of Wonderful Wizard of Oz first edition first state, and these are autographed. There are six. Some people don't know that there's a whole bunch of Wizard of Oz books.
I didn't know it till that show where
Yeah.
we was talking about the Wizard of Oz.
Right,
and
yeah.
Happened to look them up.
So they're this is the first 6 books, and they're autographed and the first printing. So they were asking $55,000 and took a best offer. The
Any offer would have been good for that kind of money.
Needless to
wouldn't
say,
it?
that's good money for some
Yeah.
books. I mean, you'd be amazed what some of these books are bringing. If people just got to looking, they're going to tell them
Yeah.
what's laying around.
And fourth here is a 1937 British UK printing of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, which was 38 bids on that, went for $24,450,
Now,
which is quite a bit of money.
that's some money for a book.
Some money. And I didn't realize 1937 that The Hobbit was that old. I thought it was a little newer than that.
I didn't. That's news to me.
Next is the Birds of America, Audubon Society, 1840 to 1844, and it has 500 hand-colored plates, first edition, 7 volumes, so it's 7 books long. One bid on that, but it was $23,000, so
Wow.
that's a good bid.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of birds out there, so I guess,
True, in 1840, that's pretty good. Next is another J.R.R. Tolkien. This is the the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's the first edition UK books of the three books of the Lord of the Rings: Fellowship, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King. They were asking $16,000 and took a best offer on that, but I bet it was pretty close to that.
Yeah, well, this next one surprised me.
Yeah, the next one is a 1941 book, Alcoholics Anonymous, first edition, second printing.
Yeah, I thought he was kidding me earlier when we was
27
talking
bids.
about that.
27
They
bids.
were all over it.
$10,350.
Somebody wanted that
Yeah, I
Alcoholics
guess so.
Anonymous book.
1941 edition.
I think I'm going to click on it while you're doing that and see if they're what's special about
Okay. Next would be L.M. Montgomery's Anne of Green Gables, first edition. That was a $10,000 buy it now, and it does not look in excellent condition. What are your
Here's what this guy says about the book. This is
for the
really,
Alcoholics Anonymous?
really a good detailed description. It says it's about 6 by 9. It's got 400 pages. The cover is a little war and the dust jacket's beat up. That's all he says.
There you go. There you go. Well, that was a good investment then. For
Well,
him to-
it must have been a pretty good description. Look, yeah, you got over $10,000.
That's what I look through junk stores for first edition books, and
I do too. Every
I
time I
have
go somewhere.
never found anything that's worth anything whatsoever. You think that eventually you might find something. Of course,
Nope,
if
you
I'd
don't.
saw a 1941 Alcoholics Anonymous book,
I would leave it laying.
I
or-
wouldn't have even thought about it being any
Or
worth.
do
There's
it
a
in
lot of
garbage.
David Penningtons out there collecting them books up,
There you
keeping
go.
them off the market.
Well, the odds are if you look long enough, you will eventually find something.
Yep. All right. Next is a 1561 first edition of Roussel's translation in Italian of
Ptolemy's.
Ptolemy's Geographica. 64 maps in that. 49 bids went for that one at $9,600. So,
These are really interesting because, those maps,
Right.
how did they, a lot of them are really accurate
well, here
for
even
those times.
more than that is here's Perillo Bayardi's. I can't pronounce all this Italian. This is a 1755 to 1792 atlas, world atlas. 66 bids on that for $9,450.
Wow.
So, well, with that, we'll take us another break.
Hello, I'm Picking Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in, get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
When I was growing up in Coffee County, I saw firsthand the need for good paying jobs. When I was county mayor, working with other dedicated Coffee Countyans, we recruited $240.6 million in industry investment in Coffee County. 2,968 new good paying jobs to Coffee County. I'm David Pennington, candidate for Coffee County Mayor, and I ask you to join me and help make Coffee County an even better place to live and work.
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
We would like to thank Dr. David Florence for supporting Let's Talk Antiques. See Dr. Florence at 804 Kalon Street in Manchester for all of your medical needs. Call 728-5522 for your appointment today. Most insurances accepted.
Kay and Greg Gillum have added another touch of excellence to their furniture business. Now a newly stocked 20,000 square foot Badcock Home Furniture and More location in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Locally owned and operated and offering the same friendly professional service with the best prices on name brand products like their sister store in Winchester, Tennessee has for years. Visit the new Tullahoma location and shop name brand bedroom suites, electronic department with computers, tablets, 4K televisions, and accessories. A large complete appliance center to fit the style of any household. Beautiful selection of rugs that complement any person's taste. A variety of living room combinations all in one large showroom. That's right, Badcock Home Furniture and More has added a new location. 373 West Lincoln Street, Tullahoma, Tennessee. Offering special prices year-round. Financing is always available. Speedy delivery to your home or office. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, noon to 5 p.m. Call 931-222-4353.
All right, folks, we're back with Let's Talk Antiques.
And we are talking about first edition books. And if we have time, we're going to get to some limited editions and some proofs.
Okay, I was trying to look up the next one because it's in French, so it didn't. I couldn't.
It's in
I
French?
couldn't tell you what it was. Livre Figures Dummel de Museau. And a lot of other French stuff.
Let's just
First
say,
edition from 1768. It looks like it's got what do you call it? A book about like a botany book, or where it has
anatomy
plants and stuff like that.
okay.
So
Let's just say a nice old French
yeah,
book.
and I clicked on the link, and it took me to a bunch of French things about it too, which didn't really explain it very well. But
Yeah.
so to somebody,
Needless to say,
the buy it now was $9,440, and they got it. It was shipped, sold from France. So somebody speaks French better than I do, and paid some top dollar for it.
It don't take much to speak
Here's
better than me.
1755 first edition, first state, Samuel Johnson's Dictionary, rare. They were asking $12,000. And they dropped it down to $6,365, which it sold for. It is a buy it now.
Yeah, and I was looking at that a while ago, the title of it, and it says in that dictionary, the words are just deduced from their originals and illustrated in their different significations by examples. So they're just deducing the word and giving examples of what it means.
Huh.
So that's an unusual dictionary.
Oh, first edition in 2 volumes, too. So.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Next is a pretty cool one. As Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, first illustrated edition from 1831.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
I would like to see the pictures in that one.
It is, and surprisingly, they don't have pictures of it.
All right,
But
wish they showed a few in there.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's pretty faded, and part of the cover's torn a little bit. So, granted, it is 150, 160 years old.
Yeah.
So anyway, the buy it now on that was $8,000, and they got it.
Yeah.
Here is what I believe is an Italian 1480 Bible. It says wonderful. In Biblia Sacra from Venice.
We went to, what was that you was looking at?
I went to Google Translate and
Translate.
copied and pasted the title into it, and it came out as English as exactly as it
was in French,
Italian.
That really told
It said that it detected it was Italian, but it did not do a very good translation.
That really
in
showed
English.
us something, didn't it?
So anyway, there were 4 bids on that and went for $8,000. It looks like it's a pretty nice book. Man, it's $14.80.
Yeah.
I mean,
That is old.
That's an old
That's
book.
an old book, and
350 years old.
it's amazing
No,
that the pages are still intact.
550 years old.
Somebody's took care of that.
Somebody-
Heat really destroys those.
I say
old
it
books.
must have been tucked away nicely.
Now, this next one's a real.
Well, there's another Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, the Big Book, first edition, first printing from 1939. One bid is $7,900. Here is a, okay, so this isn't very old here. This is first edition from 1983. And I don't know, some Tibetan something. And I can't even start to act like I can pronounce that.
Why, Lord, no.
So anyway, that was $7,500 for those 2 books. Shoot, we're just getting into French stuff now.
Yeah, well, now here's Gone with the Wind,
Here, well,
Margaret Mitchell's.
Yeah, two extremely rare, brand new mint first edition Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Buy it now for both copies was $7,443. So
They
that
look
was
like
pretty
they're in
good.
good shape, too.
They are, but they're not autographed like that one up the top that was
No.
bringing all the money. Here's a first edition, first printing of The Hobbit. It looks like a library kind of edition. The buy it now on that was $7,404, and that person should have noticed it, how much the other copy brought $24,000
Yeah.
before they had put their buy it now at $7,400.
I don't believe I would have done it. Somebody probably jumped all over that.
And oh yeah, it's a Gone with the Wind signed first edition. They were asking $9,500, and they got a little over $7,000.
Yeah, better than 7.
Henry David Thoreau's A Week on the Concord and Merrimack Rivers, 1849, true first edition of Thoreau's first book. Wow. And they were asking $8,000 and got somewhere between that and about 7. Here is a first edition 1866 Alice in Wonderland with an inverted S on it and 42 illustrations. Maybe it was a mistake, the inverted S on it.
Now, did you notice how neat those bindings are and how old those books are? 1755 and that binding.
That might be leather binding, you think?
That is nicer than anything that you'll see nowadays, really.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's probably hand craftsmanship, I'm sure.
In the 1750s.
Great.
I mean, books were a lot more special then, so maybe.
They really were, 'cause you didn't have TVs to watch, you know.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the covers on them today that are the hardback, they'll start ripping up the sides and everything else, like they're not put together good.
Yeah,
So,
I think the hardbacks now are cardboard.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm. Yeah, that's right.
Those older ones, a lot of work went into those bindings on them, needless to say.
All right, and we have Innermost Asia by Sir Aurel Stein, first edition. It's a 4-volume, published in 1928. Let's see, they were asking $13,500 and took a best offer on that, but it was somewhere around $7,000. Let's see, Sebastian Munster, The Cosmographica, 1558, Basel, first Italian edition. Maps, okay, so it's a map book from 1858, includes monsters painted or drawn in on the maps from
Oh, yeah, because
15
they used to believe that there were monsters
1558,
in the
yeah,
sea and
yeah,
stuff.
absolutely.
Back then, they're showing you where the sea monsters were.
Right, don't
on the
sail
maps.
through here. Yeah, you won't come back. So $6,126 after 59 bids on that one. So.
Okay, I've got one here that I didn't see pull up on your results, and it might have, and I just missed it. But I've got an Alice in Wonderland.
Oh yeah, I did that one.
Did you do that one? Okay. I didn't see it.
Sorry.
That's why I was asking.
Okay. Barrett's Philosophy, also known as the Magnus, 1801, first edition. Buy it now was $6,000 on that. 1539, Complete Works of St. Augustine Hippo. Confessions, City of God Bible, 23 volumes. Wow. That was $6,000.
That's a lot of reading.
So, all right. Well, with that, I guess we can let us go to
Take a
commercial.
break.
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
When I was growing up in Coffee County, I saw firsthand the need for good paying jobs. When I was county mayor, working with other dedicated Coffee Countyans, we recruited $240.6 million in industry investment in Coffee County. 2,968 new good paying jobs to Coffee County. I'm David Pennington, candidate for Coffee County Mayor, and I ask you to join me and help make Coffee County an even better place to live and work.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
We would like to thank Dr. David Florence for supporting Let's Talk Antiques. See Dr. Florence at 804 Kalon Street in Manchester for all of your medical needs. Call 728-5522 for your appointment today. Most insurances accepted.
Kay and Greg Gillum have added another touch of excellence to their furniture business. Now a newly stocked 20,000 square foot Badcock Home Furniture and More location in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Locally owned and operated and offering the same friendly professional service with the best prices on name brand products like their sister store in Winchester, Tennessee has for years. Visit the new Tullahoma location and shop name brand bedroom suites, electronic department with computers, tablets, 4K televisions, and accessories. A large complete appliance center to fit the style of any household. Beautiful selection of rugs that complement any person's taste. A variety of living room combinations all in one large showroom. That's right, Badcock Home Furniture and More has added a new location. 373 West Lincoln Street, Tullahoma, Tennessee. Offering special prices year-round. Financing is always available. Speedy delivery to your home or office. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, noon till 5 p.m. Call 931-222-4353.
All right, folks, we're back with Let's Talk Antiques.
And when we left, we were talking about first edition books here, and we'll give you a few more. Then we're going to talk about some limited editions.
Okay. I've got a copy of Moby Dick from Herman Melville, first edition, 1851.
Now, I would like to have that.
It says it has Zaehnsdorf binding, and they were asking $7,500, and they got north of $5,000. And we were commenting on the break as to how beautiful the binding are on these, and just how, these old books, they really, the artwork, just the art of the binding, it's incredible in these.
We looked it up. The first book, of course, printed on the printing press, was the Gutenberg Bible. And can you, there's an interesting little history about that.
Let's see, the Gutenberg Bible probably began work on it in about 1450, and the first finished copies were available in 1454 or 1455, so it took 4 or 5 years to get the first ones done.
Needless to say, there was a lot of work went into that Bible, and it's a pretty big book, isn't it?
And they said that the first precisely datable printing of the Gutenberg's 31-line indulgence, which is known to already exist, was known to exist on October 22nd, 1454. And what was that? He made 3 significant changes during the printing process. The first sheets were rubriced by being passed twice through the printing press using black and then red ink. This was soon abandoned, with spaces being left for rubrication to be added later by hand. Also, where was it that I found out how many copies? Okay, so they believe that between 158 and 180 copies were printed, and that they found letters saying that there was 158 printed, and they also found some letters saying 180 were printed.
So there's can't be very few in existence.
Somewhere between those. Oh yeah, and we found where was it that sorry, I lost my page.
Museum in New York.
Yes. So darn it, dead air.
There you go.
Where was I at? So what was 1850s? There was an American who bought a Gutenberg Bible that is owned by the.
It was up the top right hand corner.
It's owned by the. Oh yeah. Okay, Gutenberg Bible of the New York Library, bought by James Lennox in 1847, was the first copy to be acquired by a United States citizen.
And now that is a big.
He donated it to the.
Is it
library.
worded the same as the Bibles today?
Well,
is it a different?
It's a different Bible.
It's Latin, so.
Well, I mean, does it have the same?
Yeah, that's
message?
a little different.
Yeah. I mean, just it's the only thing is the translation of it's in the Latin. So there you go. There's a little Bible trivia for you. You can use that tonight in church. It's
I
Wednesday.
thought that was interesting. There can't be very many.
Yeah.
But I just run up on one that nobody.
All right. Let's see. You want to jump over to? We're in the last segment. Some proofs and limited editions.
I have some limited editions here.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I have a Gutenberg Bible. It says Best Facsimile, 2-volume limited edition, rare and mint condition. It brought something better than $7,500. They were asking $15,000 for it and took best offer.
It was printed in 1977 too. So.
Okay. I don't know exactly what it brought there, but it's good money there for that. Then I had another signed limited edition, Helmut Newton. Looks like there were 10,000 of them, brought $7,200 with a buy it now. And I have a Joel Peter Wiggin, Songs of Experience, limited edition. It says Songs of Innocence. He was asking $6,500, took a best offer. I have a limited edition, another. It's that same
Helmut Newton.
Newton, yeah.
I don't know who that is. So.
I don't either. But he was asking $8,900 and took a best offer. And I have the Virginian by Owen Wister. This one's a signed limited edition from 1911. It says 1 of 100 copies.
Wow.
So that was one of those limited runs we were talking about earlier. About $4,000 on a buy it now. And here's this is neat right here.
Yeah.
Big Game Hunting, signed by one of our presidents.
There you go, Teddy Roosevelt.
It's a first edition from 1899. That's a limited edition, I'm sorry. It says VG, so I assume that's very good. $3,300 with 13 bits. William Faulkner, Absalom, signed. Now this is a signed one. limited edition.
Yeah, I think aren't all the limited editions supposed to be signed?
It looks like
I
it to
think
me.
so. Yeah.
I guess that's why they're limited, because the author didn't want to
You have one in between that
Yeah.
I don't have.
get a cramp in his.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got some different. We had some
Okay.
different ones a while ago. That's why I wasn't sure if you
Oh,
had
okay.
done that Alice in Wonderland. But anyway, I have another John Steinbeck, East of Eden. This is a limited edition, first printing, 1952. Brought 3,000 on a buy it now. A Passage to India, E.M. Forster. 1924 brought $3,000. That's pretty good money for these
Yeah.
limited edition books.
William Faulkner, Absalom, signed limited edition. They were asking $3,500 and took a best offer, but it's right around $3,000 for that.
Another John Steinbeck, East of Eden. He was asking $3,000, took a best offer.
Here's a 1909 Historians of Greece, Ancient Greek Gods, limited edition, and this is a big set. There's probably 10 books in this set, and they brought $2,800.
And that's a really nice looking set.
Very
too.
nice, yeah. 1909, yeah.
I've got a Stephen King IT Cemetery Dance.
It.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it. Stephen
I'm
King's
thinking
It.
IT.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yet. Everybody, not IT. Anyway, they were asking $29.50 and took a best offer.
Here's a new one, 2008, hardcover signed limited edition, Jeff Koons. When the buy it now on that was $22.95.
And they got it.
Yeah.
Now, and look at there, how the difference in that binding. That's just a plain, flat.
Yeah, I think now like a limited edition is before the main release, so it's probably not as fancy in modern books as it was.
Yeah, because that don't even have a cover on it. There's another Stephen King, The Stand, a limited edition, number 259. Says, as new, original carton. About $2,100 for 2 bids.
Dwight Eisenhower signed Crusade in Europe limited edition. One bid on that for $2,100.
Do you want to jump on that next one, or you want to skip that?
Murakami Haraki, Norwegian Wood hand signed limited edition.
I would have just said
From
Norwegian
South
Wood.
Korea. They were asking $2,900 and took a best offer. They got somewhere around $2,000 for that.
It looks like 2 books and a certificate there with it of some sort. Or what's that in the back? Can you see that, or is that another book?
I believe it is a certificate.
I thought so.
Let me
Now look at this next one here. It's just flat. It's purple with a V shape in the middle, and black. It says Naomi Campbell, Tashin Taschen book, signed, limited edition, very rare. Brought $2,000.
There you go. Harriet Beecher Stowe, signed limited edition copy of Uncle Tom's Cabin from 1896.
I would love to have that.
$2,000 for that.
I would love that. Here's a Ronald Reagan Easton Press signed limited edition book and display chest. They were asking $28.50 and took a best offer.
I have got. Go ahead and do. I'm trying to.
I've got
make
a new.
sure I say this right.
I got a new sealed R.L. Allen 53 long primer limited edition, black Highland goat skin.
Okay, that's actually what I was pulling up. It is a long primer Bible, is what that is.
Okay, I was wondering what it was.
And from first printed in 1852, the King James Version long primer Bible is a sumptuous traditional reference setting of the authorized version. So
About $1,750.
yeah. Okay. See if we got anything else on here.
Anything?
Here's you a Kate Moss limited edition hardcover. $2,000 was on that. Stephen King Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
Centipede Press limited edition. 16 bids on that, went for $1,675.
I like those Stephen Kings.
And a David Bowie. I guess that's his autobiography. Limited edition book. They were asking $1,800 and took a best offer, but it was really close to that.
Yeah. It was more than $1,700 for sure.
So, all right. Well, have we talked ourselves out of an hour?
Just about burned up another hour.